Hey guys, this is Mr. 3D Hero, and today's video is going to be a speculation on whether we're going to actually get a 5th FOB overall. Now, just recently we received some new slots for our weapons and equipment, and those new slots have gone up from grade 10 to grade 15. Now, many people have speculated that if we're going to get grade 15 gear, we're going to need more FOBs, and that's quite true because the highest we can currently reach is around 160 to 167, around those two levels. So then people start speculating that if we are going to get 5th FOB, that it's going to be needed to get better gear, or they may have something else in plan where they may increase the soldier limit, but we probably have to pay maybe mother base coins or maybe free, no one knows. So a few people went to Twitter, tweeted at Konami Studios, and pretty much said to them, hey Konami, are we going to be getting a 5th FOB or 6th or 7th FOB, since you just released some slots that go up to grade 15 and the highest we can reach is around 160 to 167. They replied back saying they have nothing to show at the current moment. So many people just come to the conclusion saying that yeah, we're not going to get anything new, there's no new FOB, or the FOB is just not going to happen, it's going to increase the limit and such. But a few people have come to the conclusion that maybe they are creating something that may be kind of shown later on in the year, but this FOB is going to be special, and instead of it being based on water, it'll be based on land. Now hear me out when I say it's based on land. We have nothing to back us up with saying it's going to be based on land, and we have nothing to back us up saying that actually going to be planning anything or any FOB at all. No one knows. For all we know is that the grade 15 type gear slots are just placeholders, and they may just take it out completely. But let's work on what we currently have. So let's imagine one day they release a statement saying that a 5th FOB is going to be released, and this FOB is going to be based on land. If it's based on land, they can release it in, say, 2 areas. There's Africa and Afghanistan. These are 2 areas they can work on because these 2 areas are already currently in game, and it's pretty much simple to add in. So they can find an area, or they can pretty much use what they currently have for tools and development. Currently create an area for FOB based on land, creating a really secretive area, and right there you create a new and improved FOB. So if it's based in Africa, it could be based in the jungles, or it could be based in kind of like the marshy areas that are like very muddy, in muddy conditions, or muddy to watery conditions, with maybe some live animals nearby. It could have maybe rolling in fog every so often, or it could be based in Africa, where it could be based in the more open regions of the deserts, even though that's kind of risky, or it could be based in the mountains, where it's more harder for enemy bases to spot you, but it's more easier for you to do operations undercover. Now, if they were going to be based there, the bonuses we can have with these is the fact that we can make it so that enemy activities are more active. So we can make like maybe the Russian forces or the African forces be more aware of these bases being springing up around these certain areas. If so, they can make it say like a daily kind of fight where certain forces or battalions or units and such come by these forces and start attacking your base. And if your base survives and wins against the force, they may take their equipment, may capture some guards, security, all this and that, maybe capture some, say, vehicles and such, you know, so forth, something rewarding. Or if it doesn't work, they could actually damage your base, and a certain area such as your base development, your medical, your command, whatever, could be damaged for a number of days until it's repaired. Something to, you know, show that if you're putting it on land, yes, it has benefits, but it's also risky. We can also make it so that it can increase maybe the material amount you get as a bonus, and they can also make it so that you can release some new security units, or preferably some new uniforms and weapons to blend in for the certain areas. So if they're going to be based in Africa, if they're going to be based in, not Africa, but Afghanistan for example, they may be using less gear, but more lighter, faster gear to help them with the weather. And they may be using more heavier weapons, or maybe more lighter gear to help them get around much quicker. Or maybe the gear they have may be, you know, designed to let them blend in better. So, you know, it'll be something harder for you to even spot them. Or for example, or it could be the same thing for Africa as well, where the gear will be more heavily designed with protection and keeping you hidden, but it'll be more heavier on security guards, so they'd be more slower, but they'd be more well protected. You know, something to like, you know, give us some new options in security guards in the way they dress and the way they fight and how it all impacts them in the pretty much in the climate they're in. While we're at it, since it's based on land, we can also put in some vehicles as well as a kind of like a second countermeasure. Now currently many of us have like jeeps and horses and D-walkers and tanks and all that available in-game, but it's mainly used in single player to side ops missions. So why not expand on these vehicles instead of making them only useful for story mission or side ops? Actually introduce them into FOBs, especially the one on land. If it's based on waters, it's going to be kind of 50-50 of how it would work, since most vehicles such as the tank wouldn't really work well on FOBs based on water. But on land, I can really see it working, and they can maybe allow us to create a specific path to where this tank will follow, or the specific path that a D-walker will follow, and so it would be really great to actually expand on vehicles, because vehicles are currently not used, and they're just so underhanded of how well they're being used for, really. Like, they're there, so why not actually expand on them? While we're at it, maybe they could allow us to actually capture helicopters. Now, I don't know how many people played Peace Walker, but the one thing Peace Walker made really great is the fact that the boss battles that you had with some of the vehicles, although they were kind of repetitive, same old thing, and they came in different colours, where the different colours were more harder and harder, they allowed us to actually capture certain vehicles, and helicopters were one. Now, in the Phantom Pain, you can capture vehicles, but you can't capture helicopters. If they allowed us to actually capture helicopters, we can actually maybe expand on how certain things are done, and how certain areas of your base is actually properly patrolled. Just imagine you capture, say, a Russian Hind gunship, and then you use that Hind gunship, maybe spruce it out with some new weapons, some new armor and all that, spruce it out, put it on your own FOB, and maybe it can patrol a given path. Now, many people will probably be saying, "Oh, this is kind of unbalanced and be broken and such," but it really wouldn't be, considering that one, the helicopter won't be able to see you, as Ocelot said. As long as you stay low and on the ground, it won't spot you. If you start moving about, say crawling, like crouch walking or running, it will spot you and, like it says, tear you into pieces. So those are just a few ideas, maybe just a speculation of what we could expect from a 5th FOB, but overall, like I said, this is all speculation. It may not even actually happen. For all we know is that they may not even give us a 5th FOB. For all I know is that maybe Megasolid is actually coming to an end, and we're not actually going to get anything special. And those 15 grade 15 slots that just appeared, maybe they're not actually going to come. Maybe they're just placeholders. Maybe they don't have anything new. And it would be sad, because FOB is actually very active, more active than MGO, sadly. But, you know, they shouldn't really let this game go, since it has so much potential still. But who knows? Maybe we will get something secretive, maybe we won't. But I don't know. Let's just wait and see. So if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, a comment, and subscribe, and share for more. If you didn't, then leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me what I did wrong. Tell me what you didn't like, so I can take this as feedback and actually work on it and actually improve the content and commentary wise. So guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again soon.
All fire teams, this is CP. UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. All fire teams, this is CP. We may have a situation. Whoever's closest, go check it out. All fire teams, this is CP. We lost the security camp. There's no reason for it to be down. Whoever's closest, go check it out. CP, this is Zulu 7. Investigating now. Out. All fire teams, this is CP. UAV picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. All fire teams, this is CP. We lost the security camp. There's no reason for it to be down. Whoever's closest...
Infiltration successful.